So to attach a document, first we have to find the image that we want to use, and we can copy the URL for that image. We go then into our processing workflows, add a new process, we give it a code, and then after the code we give it a short description. After we've put in the short description, we can then add a full description which can store images. So we can put simple text in and change the fonts, and then when we want to attach an image in there, we click on the image icon, we paste in our URL that we copied earlier, we can put some alternate text in if it doesn't load, and we can set the width of the image that we want to show it and height if we want to. So then we've got our image in there of how to do the job, and we just click save. So that creates the process. What we then need to do is to tell it how long that process takes. So we put in a time, we select the time units and the value type, and then we tick to say it's the live version, and we can tick a fixed time if it's fixed irrespective of the quantity that we're making, and save away. Once we've saved it, we can do things like changing the color so that when we schedule it we can see what a different color on the graph. So we save that, and then that's the process created. We're then ready to use that process in our workflows. So we go to workflow, we click on add a new workflow, we give it a workflow code like we did earlier, and a short description again of what the task. The full description here we use just for notes, it's got no other practical value, and we save that away. So that creates the workflow. Now we need to add in our process, so we do this by we just make sure that time factor's got a 1 in there. There are some extra options that you can tick if you need to. So but now we add our workflow, our process into the workflow is we click on add child, select the process that we've just created, select the time factor, and here we might say it's a live version. We might want to keep the employees logged in, we might need a signature at the end, so we tick accordingly and save. Once we have saved the job, we can then revisit it. We can go to attributes, add any attributes that we want to that particular workflow. We can go to business units and add business units. We can attach other documents if we want to. So we can browse to them is one way of finding it and selecting them this way. Or if we don't want to double click on it, we can just click on it and find it from a list. And then on follow-ups, we can add new follow-ups. This is operations that we want to happen while we're doing the job. And we can just select those from the drop down, and we can make them optional, mandatory, or at the end of every job. It automatically creates one. We can add operators and what skills from that department that we need and how much percentage. And we can also add materials by selecting what gets created, what containers, and a bill of materials if we want, and any tools that we require. And then finally, if we want to put downtime reasons or traits, that can be added there as well.